Hello, Internet. Welcome to Scoundrels for Sale again, where we do space crimes during prime time. Primetime space crimes. Anyway. So, yeah, last session, you guys took the job for testing out the training facility for Antioch. And it went pretty good until you got to the part where you had to fight a bunch of robots, and the robots were loaded with live ammo.
I mean, basically the entire thing. Because that was the entire job that you just described.
No, you had a bunch of obstacles and stuff to get through that you made it through without too many issues. I think Bob maybe freaked out and ran into some barbed wire, but other than that... And Callie might have fallen in the water a couple times.
Yeah, for some reason we decided to race at one point. That was a terrible idea.
Yeah, you guys are like racing up the obstacles. But yeah, so you kind of the guy running the test contacted you guys, notified you that the facility had been hacked and there was sabotage and stuff. Maybe you kind of dove into the the hacked parts of the system and whatnot, and you recognized Rebel's handiwork, and you guys were like kind of sus about that, but then remembered like, oh yeah, we work in an industry where like jobs may contradict each other on occasion, so but you were able to continue pushing through the facility. You made it to the urban combat scenario where you had to fight a giant walker robot and a couple of drones, and you guys were just kind of pelting the big robot until the dude running the test told you, hey, there's a rocket launcher here somewhere, and of course Callie found the rocket launcher and fired it at the robot, and mostly took it out, and then the rest of you kind of finished off what was remaining of it. And yeah, you guys made it out of the facility. You got paid. The test administrator was like, "I'm so sorry. Keep the rocket launcher." We won't tell anyone it fell off the truck or whatever. And then you guys,
if they didn't let us keep the rocket launcher, we were gonna have problems.
Yeah, well, you got paid, and then you were contacted by Revenant, who was like, hey, so sorry about the Antioch job. Pretty much told you guys that he and Rebel had done a sabotage mission before, and pretty much didn't find out you guys had grabbed the testing job until like you were already in the middle of it.
Would have made a difference.
Yeah. You don't know, but he seemed at least apologetic about it, and he was willing to, buy you guys a few rounds of drinks and maybe offer you some easy cash if you were interested in a little side job. So, are you guys going to meet Revenant?
Well, the one person that would have said probably not is not here, so let's go with yes.
All
Wait,
right.
We're meeting him to ostensibly accept a new job?
I better pay higher than the previous job.
I thought we were meeting him to confront him and be like, the fuck?
Well,
like,
also that, but...
So, I guess I also need to read on how easy is it to accidentally load trading droids with fake ammo with real ammo instead. Like, how is that like a oh whoops in this unit? Because like in our universe, in our world right now, that's pretty fucking hard to do.
Yeah.
Like that's not an oopsie. That's a you planned this. So like, what is it in this context?
Well, a lot of
it's a job.
A lot of the systems in the facility are automated, so it's kind of a matter of sabotaging the right systems. Like that whole thing was run by like the one guy who was like guiding you through it.
And right? Also, didn't we get this job from them? Like, wasn't on the...
You got it from from the nest. Revenant is like, hey, I have a side job if you're interested.
And so like he essentially knew that that job was being offered to us, regardless of
It was
whether he
offered
knew
to
that
Allegedly,
we took it.
after you were like in the middle of it, he was like, "Oh shit." But yeah, that's why he's like offering to
I
buy
don't
a
trust
few
this
rounds.
dude for shit. This
But
dude sounds like an asshole.
he wants
and I
to
don't
meet
trust
you
him.
at the Wizard, which is a public space in Bastion. So, are you guys going to meet him there?
You do not have a what?
What? Hello?
23. How do you not have Wi-Fi?
What's that? Oh.
Because Comcast? I mean, you never had a Comcast outage? It happens like all the fucking time.
No, I'm saying, how does her desktop not have Wi-Fi?
Because you don't feel like installing an adapter card for that? Oh, all
Yeah,
motherboards come
yeah.
with that. I mean, my newest one does. My new motherboard did. I got one with Wi-Fi. I don't use. But a lot of motherboards don't. Still. Although, actually, to be honest, hers might. She might just not have the antenna installed. That was my problem for a while. I was
Well,
like,
she said,
What's
why
an
she
did
said she
antenna
built
anyway?
a beefy-ass computer for
I
her
was like, I
birthday,
know-
so I'm like...
I was like, I know my
Hello.
computer has Bluetooth. Why is it not working? And I was like, oh, I guess I need the antenna for it. I had to look it up, and they're like, you have to install the Wi-Fi antenna. And I was like, oh, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Are you alive? Is your voice working?
No, I'm not alive because
no.
my computer doesn't work, and like that's like the worst thing in the whole world.
Right.
Like it's like I don't know what's wrong with it because, yeah.
It's alright.
I
You probably won't need roll 20 a ton tonight, depending on how things go, or maybe you will. We don't know.
yeah, that's not very reassuring.
Well,
It's an RPG night, it's fine.
yeah, it might be a RPG heavy night. So, but yeah, we just did the recap. You guys are basically deciding whether or not you want to go agree to meet with Revenant at the Wizard after the mishap at your last job. He's offering, you know, to pay for a few rounds of your drinks and offer you a small side job.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I also have bloodlust, so, you know. I might need to kill some things.
Oh man.
just to let out the anger.
Yeah. So baby's like, meh, whatever. How are the rest of you feeling?
I like drink.
Yeah, I like drinking. Sobek, Callie, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm kind of against it.
Me too.
You're so...
Alright, well, we have a 50-50 situation. Someone flip a coin. Or are we going to try and convince each other that it's a good idea or a bad idea? How do we want to do this?
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Call their beers.
What's
mean-
that?
I call their beers.
You call their what?
Their beers. I call their drinks.
Oh,
I'm
you
taking
call
their
their drinks. You're taking their drinks.
So, what you're saying is, Bob and Baby are going to go meet them, and then
Yeah, are you guys splitting the party? Is that what's happening?
Sobek and
Sobek
Callie
and
are
Callie
just
just
gonna
like,
go
nah,
fuck off
fuck this,
somewhere.
we're going home.
That is also an option.
Yeah, like, you guys
Yeah.
could do that if you want. If you just want to...
I do want to hear what they have to say for themselves, but at this point, I don't trust them as far as I can throw them, which isn't
Yeah.
very far.
But he's saying, meet me at the Wizard, you know, the public place we go to all the time.
Where we get jobs and
Yeah.
money
And drink.
and drink.
And drinks.
We don't have to trust them.
Yeah.
Hell, once we get stronger, we may end up having to kill them.
That's fine.
Alright, so you guys going to meet them then?
Looks like it's me and Baby so
Oh,
far.
are you...
I mean, I guess I'll go, but I'm not buying a word he says.
Sobek will go if everybody else is going.
Yeah. Alright.
Sobek points his machine gun as soon as we sit down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, so you guys make your way over to the Tipsy Wizard. Oh, my screen's being funny. Alright, are you on there? Alright. So you guys walk in, you see Revenant and Rebel sitting at a table, like kind of... Oh, Rebel's doing her usual, like, face in her laptop thing. Revenant gives you guys a wave as you enter.
At some point, I really gotta go ask out that bartender.
Just
I mean, she's really attractive.
yeah,
I don't know where you
she's
found
the
that
Nrac.
photo, but
She got the white hair shit going on. Bob is just like right to the bathroom. You haven't even had alcohol yet.
It's a long day.
he needs to clear his body for the alcohol.
Yeah,
to
that's
come
fair.
in. I'll just go sit at their table.
Just plop right down. Baby doesn't give a shit.
Wait, where am I? There we go.
Yeah, you guys are right yonder. Oh shit! Did you get in, Callie?
I'm on my phone, and this is very, very upsetting. But
yeah, it's not really made for the phone.
I'm doing what I can.
Alright.
Where am I? There.
Well, if you just want to see what's going on, you could always watch his stream.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just put it on mute so that you don't have an echo.
Yeah. So
Although
baby,
you would see more than what we would. In
Yeah.
that instance.
no, I have it set to player view, so
Oh, okay.
you guys are only seeing what you can see as players on the stream. I thought ahead for that shit.
No cheating.
No cheating by watching the stream. But yeah, Sobek, Callie, what are you guys doing? You just kind of like standing and growling, or no? Bob just sits down.
Yo.
Oh, he's done peeing. He's waiting for drinks now.
No. Revenant's just like,
And these are the space vampire and a human, right?
yeah.
Which one's the fucking Nrac?
Not neither of these two.
Yeah, but which one of the Nest people is? One of them is,
Archangel,
right?
who's not here.
Ugh. And she's a chick, right?
Yeah. It's hold on. Let me grab her.
He's a blonde one, right?
Yeah. Well, they're all like blonde. It's
Well,
it's this chick. This is Archangel.
Yeah, fuck her.
Callie's just glaring from a distance. Alright. So yeah, you guys sit down and Revenant's like, man, yeah, so kinda glad you guys made it through that.
me too.
Didn't know you guys were gonna take that job. But was a sabotage.
It's on your job board.
Listen, we get the higher level shit. All right. But what do you guys want? I'll get you a couple rounds.
My life is worth a couple drinks.
It's like, jeez. All right. Well, what do you want? I'll go pick stuff up. What are you guys feeling? And he's just like, he's asking you like for drink orders. You don't have to give me shit, but you know, are you giving
I give him
your
my drink order.
Yeah.
The Long Island iced tea.
Oh, jeez.
How about the rest of you guys? You ordering stuff?
I assume Bob is a beer guy.
Bob.
A bit. Yeah.
Bob is a beer guy.
Bob 3 beers.
Sobek, Callie.
I want that expensive stuff imported from the Nrac.
You want like the fancy Nrac wine?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Imperial vintage shit? He's like, alright.
Is that it? Ugh, like he hates the stuff, or
It's
you're
expensive.
asking too much? Well, he did almost kill us.
Yeah, that's why he's like, ugh, alright. Sobek.
I guess I was gonna say whiskey, but I guess rum. Is there like a really fancy rum?
Probably.
Yeah, that then.
Okay. He's like, alright, I'll be back. And he heads over to the bar, orders stuff. And he's like over there for a bit, and Rebel kind of turns around, looks at him, shuts her computer, and just kind of glares daggers at you guys like, you know, y'all are being huge assholes about this whole thing.
Well, we'll see how much assholes you guys are if the tables are ever turned.
Like, whatever, it happens, man. Like, you made it out alright, you know? No harm, no foul. You think
Well,
this
there
is
was harm.
It's like, you think this is
I
the
was
first
bleeding
time?
heavily for a while.
Well, you look
I
fine
had
to
to get
me.
fixed up.
Look, do you guys think
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the first time? You think you're the only people that like this shit ever happens to? Like this happens on like a weekly basis. Like
Ah, that's nice.
part of the business. Like this shit just
Yeah, well-
happens. You know, we try to
well,
avoid stepping on each other's toes, but it doesn't always work out that way. And sometimes
Well,
shit
well,
happens.
Let's hope it never happens to you then.
Yeah. I mean, I'm mostly in the legal camp, so usually, but I made an exception for this job.
Interesting how the first time you make an exception, it happens to land on us.
Look, Revenant and I have some history with Antioch, so anytime an opportunity to fuck them over comes up, we're gonna take it.
Oh, that would have
That's
been
it.
useful
Why
to
would you
know
send us
previous.
from your own job board?
I didn't send you. Fucking Wormage
Well, it
posts
would
all
have
the
been
shit.
useful to know that you guys hated that company before we saw the job.
Why
board.
would I tell you that? I don't know you guys.
That's fair. You know, that's
Like, I'm
fair.
not, oh, hey, new guy, this is my whole ass backstory.
I don't need your whole ass backstory.
Let me
I
tell
just
you about
need
the
a,
time
hey,
I was trained from
case a
birth to
job-
be a fucking assassin by a corporation.
All I need is a hey, if a job for this company ever comes up, I recommend not taking it. That's all.
Okay, well, in the future, you see any Antioch jobs, maybe think about posting
Noted.
them or check with me and or Revenant to see
Noted.
if we're not fucking with them that week.
Noted.
Anyway, but yeah, like this shit you guys are doing, it's kind of unbecoming. Like it's not very professional. You know? Like yeah, shit happens. It's the nature of the job. You know? So
I
try
think
to
it's
avoid
fair
it,
that-
but get used to
I think
it.
it's fair that you guys buy us a round of drinks for it, though.
Yeah. Revenant's let's just say he's got a gentler heart in there than I do, somewhere. You know, aside from the whole murder thing.
Seems like a nice guy.
Eh. He's complicated.
Who isn't?
Yeah, fair. But yeah, and you guys have your little chat with Rebel, and then Revenant comes over with this big stack of drinks in his arm, and he's like telekinetically floating a couple of them as well, because his hands are full. And
Fancy.
he sets them down. And he's like, "All right, enjoy, folks."
Thank you. At some point, Bob moved to another table.
Yeah.
This one you said the tables turned. So I turned tables.
Oh. But
Anyway,
yeah, Callie,
so-
are you still like glaring from a safe distance? Or
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
yeah. Oh, you're muted, Callie. All right, I will assume glaring at a safe distance.
Yeah, sorry, I was saying yes. I have to like, swipe back to.
You just like go in, grab your bottle of fancy wine from outer space,
You
and just stand
why don't
there
you just
drinking out of
sit
it.
down across
Yep.
from Sobek.
Mm-hmm.
You can glare at a distance from across the table from Sobek. So anyway,
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to bug them about?
well, besides this company that you guys hate, any others we should be aware of for future reference?
Uh,
That you guys may break?
they kind of like look at each other and shrug. Like, I don't know. I mean, a megacorp's a megacorp. We just got a hate boner for fucking Antioch.
Well, anyway, you invited us here. You
Right.
said you had some sort of gig.
Right. So, I'm asking for you guys for a couple of reasons. One, it involves our mutual interest in our space egg problem. And two, you're the
Alright.
only ones available right now. So,
Well, 2 doesn't give me much of the warm and fuzzies,
look.
but
I'm looking you guys over. I can see that you've taken some time to get better gear and better armor and shit. So it's good to see you kind of settling into the freelancers lifestyle and getting up to speed. So it's like, yeah, you'd be my last pick for this job, but you're still a pick,
Rude.
bit.
Rude.
little bit.
You,
You didn't need to tell me that part.
it's like, whatever. He doesn't seem like a very tactful sort of person. But yeah, he tells you.
But what is this gig that
Yeah.
we're
so,
apparently the last people for?
So we're going to meet with a VIP. They have a mutual interest in keeping the artifacts secure. I'm a little worried about it personally. They're corporate. Rebel says they're on the level though, so I'm willing to
And
Callie
Rebel,
with
what
the-
evidence do you have that that these guys are on the level?
She just like chuckles a little bit. So don't worry about that. Trade secrets.
So you hacked
And,
the company.
And Revenant just kind of like shakes his head. He's like, you don't just.
All right. Well, what is the gig?
Yeah, we're just.
Are we taking the egg to them?
No, so we need to go meet with the client. We're discussing. Callie is giving some sass there, it looks like. And he's like, well, you like money, right?
I'm assuming this is. Sorry, just to clarify, are you saying that to them, or is that just like private messages to us three?
I mean, I just kind of said it in general.
Oh, okay.
So you just mumbled it under your breath for everyone
Yeah.
to hear?
Okay.
Fair enough.
So yeah, he's like, yeah, we're going to meet with a VIP. I just need some people who are armed to look pretty, show of force, bodyguard, if shit goes sideways. It shouldn't, but you know how this job is. These fucking jobs are.
All right. So
And
what's
how's this
the
relate
meat?
to the egg?
So we are meeting with the client, who is interested in helping us store them safely. They're from a corporation. They have a facility set up for safe and secure storage of the artifacts. Warmage has them hidden somewhere, but he's kind of like worried about getting space cancer or some shit. So,
Did they tell us what they want them for again?
I presume research. But we're
so we
going to
don't
meet with
know?
them and discuss the terms of this. So,
Well, no, I mean the Nest people are keeping them and storing them with this company, right?
they want to, yeah.
Well, have the Nest people told us why they want them?
What? Why the
To
corporation?
keep them away from.
Yeah,
the
mainly they're
other-
trying to keep the artifacts out of the hands of the ne'er-do-wells there.
But they haven't told us anything further about what they do or why they want them.
They don't really know. That's why
Right,
they're going to
they
meet
know
with a
nothing
client.
about
Yeah.
these eggs. They just hate the fact that someone else wants them,
They've had
so they
some
keep them away
yeah.
from them.
They've had some communications with this corporate client who is offering safe and secure storage. This is going to meet with them the job is going to meet with them to discuss the terms. He wants you guys as like extra guns on hand just in case shit goes sideways. That's it.
Does the
That's the job.
corporation know what they're going to be storing?
The corporation, I think, is aware.
What do we know about this corporation?
You familiar with Saul Industries?
You tell me.
Do you roll?
Yeah, you can roll
Should I-
common
should I
knowledge.
roll?
Can someone roll common knowledge?
Oh yeah, yeah, I gotcha.
Can Corporal Bob roll?
Yeah, you get a
yeah.
+2 on the corporate stuff,
Or
Bob.
regular roll then.
Yeah. Kelly, there you are. All right. Common knowledge. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I think you guys, you guys know the things. 6 and a 9. Nice. Are you rolling, Sobek?
Oh, I thought we should do one check as the group.
Oh,
Um,
I mean, not that you need
well, I
to,
mean,
but
Sobek would probably be knowledgeable about this, but
Yeah.
what the fuck is the trigger? That's hard to find that shit at. Okay.
apparently not. So the rest of you guys, Saul Industries is pretty high up there on the ladder. They're not number one, but they are the one that is headed by a former Nrac Duchess. She basically liquidated an entire royal house's worth of assets and just came to New Terra and founded a company. And so they're, let's see. Oh yeah, I have a little blurb for them. Where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, factions, corporate, Saul Industries. There we go. Perhaps one of the most controversial megacorporations, Saul Industries was formed from the liquidated assets of House Saul of the Nrac Imperium. The popular narrative is that Ishma Saul's daughter, Luxa, wanted to make her own path, free from the shadow cast by her father's tyranny. Ishma Saul is like the equivalent of Space Hitler in this setting. Like, he pretty much started the whole, like, First Contact War thing. You know, his name's like a curse. Yeah, and the company's known for like joint human-Nrac research projects, and they do a lot of like humanitarian aid and stuff like that. But you know, still a mega corporation, got their hands in pretty much everything on the market. But yeah, it's run by a Nrac lady.
Okay. What do we know about their background in terms of the shady shit?
The corporation?
Do I know any more from my 9 than
yeah, you
just
got the 9.
what's public knowledge?
I the DM don't know right now. I'll probably think of something later, but
Okay.
yeah, just yeah.
All right. Well, I guess then I'll ask you this: with my 9, how much can I tell if this corp is not gonna do something stupid with the egg?
Well, I mean,
or eggs, I guess.
They're involved in like humanitarian stuff. Like that's like very public. I mean, a bunch of corporations do that shit for like PR. I don't know. It's they're less shady than say like Antioch or like one of the higher ranked corporations, right? You know, it's likely they just want to do research, right? And not like turn the things into fucking weapons or some shit.
Let's be honest, every corporation eventually wants to turn shit into weapons because that's what the government pays for.
Actually,
and
you know
the government usually funds the research.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. With the 9, you have heard some rumors that the CEO is involved in some questionable things in the underground. You know, dealings with freelancers and things like that.
I mean, that's not that out of the ordinary. That's every
No,
corp.
but it's weird for like a CEO to have that connection personally.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Do we know who we're meeting? Is this some sort of executive, some sort of like underling, research scientist?
Revenant is being kind of tight-lipped on their identity for operational security purposes. Just know that they're kind of a big deal.
They're kind of a big deal. How big of an army are they gonna bring?
Well, hopefully not bigger than the one I'm hoping to bring.
You know, if he knows, I think it's only fair that we know, since we're, you know, putting ourselves out at harm's way for him.
Are you gonna try to coax that out of him?
You are asking us to essentially protect you if shit goes sideways.
Yes, that's why I'm offering you money to do it. Also.
Yeah, we can at least have the same details that you have about the contract.
I want to keep it on the down low until we're like out of here.
Okay.
Out of this bar.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to talk about it in a too public of a place, you know?
Well, I'm sure we've got a long
Oh, are
ride
we
ahead.
taking our van to this meet, or do you have a vehicle?
We've got our own vehicle, but you know, you probably want to. I don't think we have room for all of you, so you might want to tail us.
You mean we're not going to make them sit in our van? All crowded and covered in blood?
I mean, we have room in our van.
Like, yeah, I got some stuff in my vehicle that we need, so.
Well, hopefully it's not the egg.
No. Those are stored somewhere as safe as we can for now.
All right, what do we know about the meet location?
We're heading out to. Is it a
public place? Is it a?
It's kind of
abandoned building.
Out in the sticks. You guys familiar with Sector 8? It's a big section of the city that's been pretty much abandoned. You know, people squat out there, but it's kind of dangerous because all the buildings are like, you know, at risk of collapsing and whatnot because leftover bullshit from the wars. You know.
So we're going to an abandoned warehouse to meet someone.
Pretty much.
Where the warehouse may fall on our heads.
Sounds fun.
Sounds like a terrible plan.
It's like, yeah, just don't shoot anything that looks like it's holding a building up, if it comes down to it.
Or, you know, if we're all on the outskirts of the building and we need to drop the building on the bad guys' heads.
Right.
I don't think we should ever plan this. We're kind of known for blowing things up and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah. One of our jobs did involve blowing up a hole in a wall to try and get someone out of a building.
Yeah, Revan just
We succeeded.
He's like, yeah, it happens. Like, we have a guy who goes by Destroyer. What do you think he does?
Probably not as much damage as we do.
No, he's literally a demolitions expert. Like,
still probably not as much damage as we do.
He's killed a building. Like, I've seen it, okay? Like, don't worry. You guys are doing all right. As long as you're not making the evening news, like, for terrorism or whatever. Like...
And look at Sobek.
Don't look at me. Don't draw attention.
It's like, all right, so I'm sure you guys want to know how much I'm offering you, yeah?
Slightly curious, but I'm more curious about the risks.
Yeah, well, paying you $1,000 each. All you gotta do, stand around, look pretty, and cover my ass if shit gets weird. It shouldn't, but, you know.
That doesn't sound
Tell you what, $1,000 if shit doesn't get weird. Let's say $1,500 if it does.
All right.
Man.
I'll throw in a bonus if, you know.
1,500's nothing.
That's a lot to just stand around for like an hour.
Yeah, we're not going to be standing around.
Like, yeah, look, I just need you to be bodyguards. It's more of a show of force thing than anything, alright?
Alright.
Like, Rebel will be nearby on Overwatch as well, so... You know,
Is there anything in the building I can hack so we get tactical advantage?
We haven't really checked out the site yet. We're hoping to get there a little bit early before the meet to just kind of scout things out a bit, and we can probably figure that out.
Can I send my bird to scout that site?
I don't know if your bird is faster than driving. But you can use your bird to scout it once you get there.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like, yeah, all right. $1,000 to come along. If it goes weird, I'll throw in an extra 500 for each of you. Sound good?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
right.
Deal.
And you two. Sobek, Callie.
Sobek will follow along. Although
Yeah, I'm not.
It's important to note that Sobek Nah, I don't know. I don't know if people get a good read on Sobek, so I'll keep it to myself.
Revenant looks. He kind of
As long
points.
as you don't stab him in the back at
Yeah,
some random
Revenant
point, I think
points
we'll
at
be fine.
you, Sobek, and
He
he's
can
like,
make an insight check if he wants.
he's like, we're not gonna you're not gonna have a problem with our white-haired friends, are we?
Have you ever seen a giant 9-foot-tall, 800-pound lizardman shrug?
He's like, all right, just I need you to be cool, man. Okay,
Sobek can stay at the door.
Sobek turns and walks away. Straight up.
What's that?
I mean,
Sobek just walks away. He's done with this conversation.
Oh. And he just looks at the rest. He was like, is he gonna be okay?
Who the fuck knows?
Oh man.
He's stable enough.
All right.
reset the phone.
And Callie,
He'll probably be fine.
are you agreeing to this, or?
I mean, yeah, I'm just coming along. I'm gonna send a private message to our lizard boy.
Oh.
and say, hey, it's okay. I'm not too keen on this either. If shit goes south, you can absolutely bite the Nrac lady's head off.
She gets no response to this message.
Oh no.
Also, he doesn't like biting people's heads off.
Oh, I know, but it's kind of the ongoing thing.
Alright. Well, he's like, alright, if we're situated, we can actually head out soon if you like.
You can definitely threaten to bite people's heads off, though, right?
Yeah.
Which part of private message did you not quite grasp?
Oh, was that just between you two, or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I just sent that to him.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I know nothing about this message.
Alright. So you guys, we're heading out then?
Yep.
Alrighty. So, I don't have maps for this. Well, I sort of do. We're gonna go to the overworld for now. Let's see. So, you guys are heading over to Sector 8, which is up this way. So it's a bit of a drive. You guys head outside the bar. You see Revenant has a vehicle parked nearby. It's like this beat up kind of Dodge Charger looking thing. Just looks old as fuck, but it's been clearly modified, added armor to it and shit. Maybe a few other bells and whistles under the hood. But he and Rebel get in, and they send you a message to just follow them. And you guys begin the drive.
Well, as long as they don't go more than 100 miles an hour, I can keep
yeah,
up.
no, there's it's not really anywhere to do that safely. But yeah, so you guys follow him for a while. You head into Sector 8. Your augmented reality displays are giving you all these warnings as you enter the sector about unstable structures and how there's no Alliance security just doesn't respond to this area. So if you're in an emergency, they won't come to you. They do not have a presence in Sector 8 at all. And yeah, you can almost see as soon as you pass the border, the buildings are all bombed out and falling apart and shit. You see maybe a few people squatting here and there, but not really much in the way of working infrastructure. But as you guys approach the site, you see Revenant pull over. And Rebel gets out, and she's got her full kit on. She's got that big ass rifle and everything, and there's a recon drone hovering around her. And she fires up her grappling hook, and you see her zip up to the top of a building.
Chick is essentially Widowmaker from Overwatch.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, she does like a Widowmaker and like zips up to the roof of a building. And Revenant continues to drive on. And you guys come to this, abandoned warehouse. He parks out in front. I assume you guys are
scope out around the outside.
I assume you guys are doing the same, and yeah, you can send your bird to scope out the area. Go ahead and make a notice roll for your bird. You have the character sheet for it?
Yep. I gotta pull it up.
Get that nice and centered.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's got like a D10, I think, right?
Yep.
Because it's a bird. Literally bird's eye vision. Alright. He's not a wild card, so he doesn't get the 9, but he does get the 5. So your bird swoops around. You got like the camera set up and everything.
Yep.
So you don't see anything suspicious. Your bird doesn't seem to be like spooked by anything. At one point he does swoop down and like catch a mouse, and you kind of watch him eat that for a bit before he gets back to flying. But it looks, but your bird swoop looks clear. You don't see anyone.
Leave him up there for recon for the long term.
Yeah, you don't see anyone like lurking about or anything. You do see Rebel kind of, you like barely see her. She's like perched up on a roof. She's got some kind of like camouflage cloak over her. So she's sort of like half invisible, kind of. But yeah, she's got like her rifle and everything set up, and her drones like flying around and everything.
Can I also use my AR to scope out the building and see if there's any kind of tech in there that I can hack?
Yeah.
What do I need to
go
roll
ahead.
for
Just
that?
roll notice. Yeah. All right. Jesus. Yeah. So this building has like no working infrastructure. So you see like no wireless stuff, no cameras, nothing.
Can I tell anything about like what the weakest parts of the building are?
The warehouse actually looks pretty sound compared to a lot of other stuff in the area. So it's
there's
like
no.
I mean, there's no tech in this.
yeah.
We might feel at a disadvantage.
Yeah, there's no tech, but like.
Just because there's no tech doesn't mean I can't use my existing tech to, like, my personal tech to judge, like, the stability of the roof and shit.
It looks safe enough.
Okay. So there's nothing where, like, one shot will take down the roof.
No.
Alright.
But yeah, and like Revenant, he's kind of like snooping about. He's not in like his full kit. He's still like dressed down into his like armored coat. Yeah, like he's dressed the same way you saw him at the bar.
Wire the place for explosives?
Just like what?
Do you want me to wire the place for explosives?
He's like, I'd prefer it if you didn't.
Fine.
Thanks. But yeah, are the rest of you guys doing anything? Yes, no, maybe. Standing around looking pretty?
Yeah. That's paid it, right?
That's
I'm
what you
eating
get
a
paid
snack
for.
in the back of the van.
You're eating a what?
I'm eating a snack in the back of the van.
Alright. So yeah, you guys kind of do your thing. You're waiting around for a bit. And then eventually you guys hear a ping from Rebel. And She tells you.
Does my bird see something coming too?
Yeah, your bird will see this too. Rebel tells you there's a APC en route. That is our client. Your bird also sees this APC, and you can see it's got the Saul Industries logo on the side of it. And it rolls up. It parks a little distance away from you guys. And I'm just gonna use the street chase for this. So I assume you guys are all on the van there. You guys can see the APC up here.
Yeah.
All right. So the APC stops.
Oh, yeah.
The back opens up, and you see these ladies in like full tactical gear come out. Very tactical, like they just kind of pile out of the back of this APC, and they're just sort of like clearing the area. They have weapons on them, but they're not like pointing them at you or anything. Just sort of like scoping out the scene. One of them is apparently the squad leader, like giving commands. You see her making like hand gestures and stuff. You see a couple of recon drones like pop off the side of the APC, and they fly off into the sky. And oh, sorry, I'm trying to show another group of them. Yeah, they kind of do their
sit on the roof of the van.
They kind of do their thing, and then you know, you hear one of them go like, "All right, it's all clear." And then you see 3 more people come out of the back. You see this lady in a business suit, wearing like she's got a tactical vest over it. Let's see. How's this? There you go. Yeah. See this Nrac lady. Yeah, she's got like a business suit on. She's wearing like a tactical vest over the suit. And she's flanked by 2 of her, you know, the soldiers. And she approaches Revenant and kind of looks over, sizes you guys up, and he's like, friends of yours? He's just like, yeah, don't worry about that. And, you know, she's like, so you're the infamous White Death, huh? I thought you'd be taller. Where's Miss Langley? And, Revenant kind of glares at her. He goes, no names, first of all. And second, she's around. Don't worry about her. We're here to talk about our, you know, mutual interests. These folks with me may or may not have a mutual interest as well. He's like, oh, that's nice. And you guys looking at this lady.
You're a great conversationalist?
What's that?
Did anyone ever tell you that you're a great conversationalist?
He's like, all the time.
I was talking to him, but okay.
Oh. But yeah, so you guys can actually make common knowledge rolls. Bob, you get a +2 on this as well. When you see this woman.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, you know what? I did not give you guys your bennies. I'm sorry. There you go. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Apparently no one knows who this woman is.
Oh yeah, Callie, I got a roll for you, sorry. It's all on you now, apparently. Okay. So Callie
knows who this is.
You guys have no clue who this chick is. You're just like, yeah, she's some fucking corpo, whatever. Callie, that's the CEO. That is Luxa Saul.
Who
Oh,
could not
okay.
have seen that coming? I'd overrule it.
Well, apparently none of you saw that coming except for Callie.
Yeah.
You know, you're free to speak about that if you want or not, but yeah.
I mean, can I private communicate this?
Yeah. Her and Revenant are kind of having their conversation.
I'm just waiting to see what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
What is their conversation?
Yeah, so they start, you know, talking about the eggs, the magic space rocks. Luxa explains that they are the rightful property of Saul Industries. She had them excavated from Nrac territory, and she would just like to see them returned to the company. And, you know, of course, everyone involved will be paid for their services. And Revenant's like, yeah, that's not good enough. Like, why do you want these?
Oh, hold on. She thinks because she and her company excavated them, they belong to her?
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
No, well, not according to the Australian government, apparently.
We're not in Australia. We're in space.
Well, you know, space governments might disagree with her also.
Yes.
So what do these things do anyways?
We don't know. We're trying to study them. We know they're...
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Does anybody know?
No, they're precursor artifacts. They're older than, like, planets we live on.
So these things are literally older than humanity.
Yeah. Yeah, they're precursor artifacts.
And they're somehow technology.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm getting
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna make a joke about, like, math relays.
Yeah.
I'm getting an Assassin's Creed vibe where it was like, oh yeah, the civilization before the civilization.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So, you know, she kind of like, there's a lot of, well, the Nrac Empire is vast, right? We cover a lot of territory. We find a lot of these precursor artifacts on our planets. I commissioned a bunch of them to be dug up, you know, had some insider knowledge of where they might be. And a lot of them were attacked in transit, and then they started turning up in the underworld of the city.
So how many of them are there, actually, in total?
The DM forgot, but there's a lot of them. Yeah, I forgot what I decided the actual number was. I'm sorry. But she will give you the... No, it's more than 7. It's like double digits at least. Dragon... No, they're not Dragon Balls.
We get a wish at the end once we get all of them.
But yeah, she's like, there's a ton of them. Like most of them actually made it safely. We have them secured in a lab.
Oh, so you already have a bunch of them.
We already have a bunch of them. I'm trying to recover the ones that went missing. And we need to study them.
So what have you found out from the ones you already have?
We think they're just some kind of battery, maybe. I don't know. I don't really do the science stuff myself. I have a bunch of people I pay to do that.
That give you reports.
Yeah.
That you apparently haven't read.
You know, I skim them over. I'm busy. I'm a busy woman. I've got a lot of stuff going on.
Run a company that does research on things that you specifically wanted to research, and then don't read the damn reports. Okay. Sure.
It's like you've never run you don't run a megacorporation. Like, why are you trying to give me advice on how to run my company that is like the 4th ranked in your?
I'm not trying to give you advice on how to run your company.
She's getting like a little offended at you.
You should at least read the reports that your people give you.
She's getting like visibly like frustrated at you right now, baby. She's like, I have a lot of stuff to do. You have no idea. Okay? I don't have time to sit around and read reports. I pay people to do it for me. Oh.
All right. Hey,
yeah.
It's your company.
Yes, it is my company.
Your research.
Literally everything is mine. I liquidated an empire for it. It's mine.
And yet you need help finding some of your other stuff.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be sending my, warrior ladies into the underground and causing a big fuss. It doesn't look good. It's not good optics. You understand? Can't be sending corporate soldiers into the city to do questionable things.
So you need questionable people to do questionable things.
Yes, exactly.
I feel better about being called questionable.
But yeah, she's
Has she calmed down now?
Yeah, she's calmed down a bit. But yeah, she basically says like, yeah, I'd like to have the ones you found returned, and for safekeeping, research, and whatnot. And if any of your people are interested in that sort of thing, we can give you access to the research site.
Pick me.
I'm curious on the reports. So I feel like someone should read them.
It's like, yes, the scientists read them. They know what they're doing. I give them big money to know what they're doing.
Like, I understand that, but like I said, I'm curious about the reports. So
yeah.
if you're willing to, give someone the reports, I'm willing to read them.
I mean, we have to keep them in the facility for,
understandable
proprietary research and all that.
Understandable. I'm not asking for copies of the reports to be mailed to me or anything. Just, if you ask us to come in at some point and just say, hey, we got 20 minutes before this meeting. If I could go in and take a look at the reports, that'd be great.
Yeah. She nods at you and it's like, yes, I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement on information sharing and whatnot.
I don't know why I'm having this conversation. Revenant is the one who's supposed to be.
Revenant's not a talker, and also I feel weird RPing with myself, so I'm glad you guys are chiming in.
Revenant literally hired us as muscle, and we've done most of the talking.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of thus lead some of their conversation, but yeah.
I feel weird RPing with myself.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway.
But yeah, sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there.
How does Revenant feel about this conversation?
He's like, I am very questionable on trusting a corpo, but Rebel says you're all right, so. And I trust
also,
her.
It sounds like they already have plenty of these quote-unquote batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that's what their preliminary research is telling. Like, we think it's some kind of battery or something.
Regardless of what it is, my point is that they already have like at least a handful of these, right? So
yeah.
If they haven't blown up the world yet,
yeah. Like they're following proper safety protocols, unlike every horror movie you've seen.
Or, science fiction movie.
Tomato, potato. Oh god, sorry. I'm like, my train of thought is not helpful right now. But yeah, Revenant seems agreeable to an arrangement to bring the eggs to the research facility. But he says like we got to be careful about it. We've had a bunch of run-ins with some kind of mercenary group that seems intent on getting them for themselves.
a great question for her. Does her corp know anything about this mercenary group?
No. We've had a few engagements with them, but we haven't been able to like take anyone in for questioning. They seem to have some kind of like suicide implant.
People are sounding more and more like Nazis every day.
Yeah. So there's this like spooky organization we know little about trying to get a hold of these eggs.
Soldiers that literally kill themselves if the threat of getting captured comes around.
Yep.
This is either some sort of religious organization or
Hey, baby, maybe you can use all that high-tech hacking stuff of yours to turn off their kill switch.
Yeah, maybe. If it's technological in nature. Which it might be, given the prevalence of implants and whatnot. But yeah, they kind of like hash out some sort of agreement. Sorry, I'm like bustling this. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, basically just the stuff I put in the chat.
What's that?
I put all my input in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Fetch quest time, whoop whoop. Something like that.
Or, item transfer.
Yeah, it's more of a transferring items type of thing. But yeah, Luxa there is like, all right, it seems we have come to an agreement then. She's like, Mr. White Death, do tell our mutual friend hello for me.
Just wave, she can see you.
Do you say that?
Sure, why not?
You say that, and like her soldiers all like tense up, like what? And she like waves off. No, it's fine. And she's like kind of looking around. It's like, yeah, she's a sneaky one. I'll just wave. She like waves in like a bunch of random directions. And Rebel chimes in on your chat just with like LOL. But yeah.
What is in a text message?
Yeah, you guys get a text message from Rebel that's just LOL.
Thought you might get a kick out of it.
So Luxa kind of gives you guys a bow. Gets
nice
back.
to meet you.
What's that?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gets back into the APC and her soldiers follow behind her. And they drive off. And Revenant kind of like lets out a relieved sigh, and he's like, well, gentlemen, I think we have corporate sponsorship.
Also, can I correct you, gentleman and lady?
Gentleman and lady, yes.
How dare you?
But yeah, Revenant kind of looks back at you guys, is like, nicely done. You guys get the professional. Mostly, I think. I think we're good. We're good, right? He seems like
still that's still up in the air.
Yeah, he seems like uncharacteristically like kind of flustered.
Relieved that he finally can put the eggs somewhere safe.
Some of that, but like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it.
Relieved that it's over and he didn't have to fight.
Something like that, I guess. Maybe something else. I don't know. But he's like, all right, folks, thanks for coming along. He hands each of you a cred stick with 1,000 credits on it. Like, appreciate your time. We'll see you around at the Wizard, I guess. I'll put together an op for this whole moving the eggs around. I think it's gonna be a big get everyone involved kind of thing. Shell game bullshit, you know.
Can I make a recommendation?
Sure.
Don't put too many people together. Kind of obvious.
Well, yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I'll tell you about it later. I've gotta do some planning, and I'll let you guys in on it. You've been handling yourselves pretty well from what I can tell now. So.
If you want help with the planning, give us a call.
All right. Cool beans, and yeah, he gets back into his vehicle, gives you guys a wave, peels out of the parking lot, and presumably goes to pick up Rebel. And you guys are now by yourselves in this warehouse parking lot.
I pull my bird back.
Yeah.
Looks like I can see the map.
Wait, we don't get right back. Just here now.
What's that?
We're just here now.
Yeah.
We don't get
What
right
are you guys
back.
doing?
Get back in the van and leave.
And head out? All right.
What the fuck else are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I think you drove off without us.
Oh no.
No, we all get back in the van.
Yeah.
I pulled my bird back. We all jump back in the van.
All right, you guys make your way back to Bastion.
I want to know what Sobek's reaction to that comment is.
Yeah, Sobek, how are you feeling about all this?
Not just all this, but also that specific comment that Callie.
He was very quiet.
Which specific comment?
No snacks for Sobek today. Frowny face.
Yeah, no, he just ignores all that shit. Fuck that. He's also very unhappy that he didn't get to kill everyone in that room, basically.
You were unhappy about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all Nrac. They're all Nrac ladies.
Yeah, he was really just kind of sitting there waiting, hoping for things to go sideways, debating, instigating his own reason for them to go sideways.
Oh man.
But was ultimately just quite disappointed.
Yeah. Sometimes things go right. Mostly they don't, but sometimes they do.
Why would there be a bug in the van?
What? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
There's bugs everywhere.
Apparently the van's been sitting too long. It's been fucking...
I know. It's last time you sweeped in here.
I don't know, since you got it like
I had
detailed.
the van detailed last week. I literally redid the van before our last meeting.
Well, you guys
Before our
were in
last
like
job.
the skeevy part of the city.
So apparently somehow bugs got into the van.
Yeah.
As I was sitting on top of it.
But
Going
yeah,
after your leftover pizza crumbs.
Hey, no eating in my van.
But yeah, so as Revenant said, you guys sort of have corporate sponsorship with respect to the spooky space eggs. Oh yeah, and here I'll give you her bio, because why not? Show players. Da-na-na. Oh, it gave me her character sheet. I don't need her character sheet. But yeah, that's the lady you just met.
In a voluptuous build.
Yep. What? Why are you laughing?
No, it just.
Is this all
Anyway.
AI generated art?
Yeah, that is.
Nice.
Most of them are. Some of them are actually images I stole from the internet. But I kind of have been going through and giving them AI art. Because why not?
So she can pretty much just kill anyone that attacks her herself, but she chooses not to.
Yeah, like she spent her childhood like dodging assassination attempts. Like you guys are familiar with Dune, right?
Yeah.
Vaguely, I haven't seen it in a very
that's pretty
long
much
time.
how the Empire work, the Nrac Empire works. Is there are all these royal houses kind of sneakily going at each other, and her old man like pissed off a lot of people before he croaked. So had a lot of enemies and just said fuck it, fuck this bullshit. I'm starting a megacorp. But yeah, I think that is about it for this session. Unless you guys had anything else you wanted to bring up, or this will sort of be a prelude to next session, I guess, when you get the big operation that Revenant is planning.
Oh, so there's not going to be a session for the actual planning? Revenant is just going to plan it all himself?
Yeah, that's kind of how he does it.
the worst plan in the world, and then we all have to follow it?
Don't worry about it. It's basically going to be like get a bunch of groups. Pretty much going to like hire a bunch of freelancers with different groups. Each of them will have a box that may or may not contain one of the eggs, and you will...
How many eggs do we have in total?
You guys have 12, or rather the nest has 12, or War Mage has 12 of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Kind of a funny coincidence.
What do you mean?
That the nest has 12 eggs.
Right. Shit. That's not even intentional.
One.
I didn't do that intentional. I'm just like, this place is called the Nest. Okay, we're now dealing with a plot with space eggs, and I'm an idiot apparently. Never made that connection. But yeah, so his plan will... I'll do like a proper job posting it on the Discord. Like, he's essentially gonna be like, hey, I'm like hiring everyone. But it'll be like a bunch of convoys, not really convoys, but like, hey, bunch of groups escorting a box that may or may not contain an egg. Be like, hey, bring this to the research facility. Do not open the box. Maintain operational security.
It will explode in your face.
It's not even that. It's just to maintain the, nobody knows who has what. But
in reality, all 12 eggs are in his box.
No, it's pretty much like you don't want to put everything in one basket, right? You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So it's splitting everything up to, that way if like one person gets hit, there's a chance you may not even lose one of the eggs. But yeah, do you guys have anything you want to like go over, or we're gonna call it for tonight?
We get an advancement?
No, because you're seasoned now, so it'll be slower. You might get one after next session though.
Yay.
I think I still have to do one from last session.
Yeah. You guys should have.
have
You guys should have 4 advancements now, and your 4th one is seasoned, so you can take edges that require seasoned. Seasoned is when you start getting the cool shit. That's when like.
I updated mine.
That's when like your really good combat edges start opening up and everything.
Oh yeah, I think I took that thing so I can talk to animals.
You got animal powers.
Now we have 2 people that can put animal
All right.
handling.
I think we're done here. I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for watching, people's one person on the internet. We will see you next time. Goodbye.
I believe that's Vet.
Yeah, it's Vet.